You've got Green. E.J. Tucker is out there with Harden. And it's Chandler. And it's Capella in at the 5 down low. Now here's Tucker. Now Harden. Shot clock at 6. Over in the corner, Green. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. Here's Davis. And Chandler sends it back.
And how about the basketball IQ of Chandler? Just knows exactly when to sky and commit to blocking shots.
Harden surveying the D. Fires for 3. It doesn't go for him. So the Lakers will take it the other way. And it goes out of bounds. That one's off Kuzma. Clark, there's nothing like opening night. Preseason in the rearview mirror. Now the games count for real. Terrific time.
Yeah, exciting for everybody because hope springs eternal for all teams in the league after you get beyond preseason. And the games do count. They start calculating and documenting W's and L's.
James left side. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Still playing at an MVP level. LeBron James, the greatest player of his generation, and some would argue of all time. We can't take for granted what we've been able to witness.
That free throw, no good. And now in his mid-30s, LeBron showing no sign of slowing down.
Man, his dedication to training and really maintaining his body, second to none. Alongside his prodigious athleticism, it seems that's made a huge difference.
Now here's Harden. Harden draws the double. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
You two players.
And so it's the Lakers with it. Outside, Davis. Here's Howard. And Chandler sends it back. First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. Here's the pass to Capella. Out left to the wing. Here's Tucker. Offensive rebound. A second chance effort. Comes out of the gate empty. He's 0 for 1.
Still can't get anything going here after 3 tries.
And the rebound goes to the Rockets.
You know, right now they're just 1 for 5. Rough start so far.
Passes it to Chandler. In the corner, Harden. Out to Chandler. Howard with the steal. Davis gets a wide open look. And the Lakers with another miss.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
The 3 from Harden. Nothing that time. He's 0 for 2.
You know, defensively, you just can't afford to give him that much room. They're fortunate that he missed that one.
James finds Kuzma. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. The 3. Here's Howard. Here's Davis. Back to Howard.
Oh! Hey, hey, hey. Ooh, ooh, wow. Really, really hard to keep Howard out of the paint. I mean, once he gets the position he wants, he's going to look to throw it down.
Rockets trail by 5.
Well, you know, guys, with the style of offense the Rockets play, they hear some criticism. They look for fouls, they want to draw fouls, and they shoot a ton of threes. No matter what the game situation is, they're jacking up threes. It does polarize some fans and purists who follow the game.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
And now the first timeout called here for the Rockets.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Yeah, and you know, that's going to be the focus of this timeout. They need to come up with a spark to get the offense going.
Houston making some changes. Hartenstein, he's checked in for Capella. Nene comes in for Chandler. And it's Gordon in for Gerald Green. Now, here's Tucker. Harden outside to halt the run, and he's good on the 3-ball.
It's so hard trying to contain Harden. Even when you think you have him locked in and cornered, he sinks a jumper right in your grip.
LeBron with it, guarded by Tucker. Pass to Howard. And here's Kuzma. He kicks it to LeBron. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Back to Kuzma. Fires the 3. Gordon with the defensive effort.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
They sure are. I mean, they've done a terrific job carving out space under the basket and then pursuing the ball. You know, it's one thing to box out, but you've got to pursue the ball if you're going to get rebounds. And they look strong here in the early going.
And the jam by Harden.
And I think one of the things understated about Harden, he's a great athlete. I mean, he can rise and bounce. He's strong. He's quick. He can easily punch it on you when he gets to the rim.
That's tipped. And here comes Harden, leading the fast break. He nails it, and we're tied up. Harden's got 7 points.
It almost feels like 2 buckets coming off the steal like it did.
It's a tie game here in Houston. And we'll be back right after this. LeBron James is the all-time leader in playoff field goals made, and he had this to say about his ability.
I always feel like I got it. I always feel like I got it.
And you know, Greg, that's the type of confidence you got to have.
The words of a leader. James has proven time and time again that he's dangerous in late-game situations.
And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And when you consider how the Rockets are doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
Harden and Gordon are out on the wings. Hartenstein is out there with Nene, and it's Tucker in at the point guard position. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Rockets.
Boy, he knows he should have knocked that one down, especially with the defense not giving much of an effort.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense, Greg, has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
Now a timeout called by Houston.
And they usually came out on top when these two teams faced off last year. No surprise, they're the better team.
Yeah, and very tough to beat when they're playing up to their capabilities. That's why they're one of the top teams in the league.
Houston making some changes. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Hartenstein. And Russell Westbrook subbed in for James Harden. Rockets trail by 6.
And, you know, with LeBron coming to L.A., the Lakers trying to speed up their timeline. I mean, the roster never quite got gelled. The end result, LeBron's first time outside the playoffs since 2005, which was his second season as a pro. That's a remarkable run.
It's out of bounds to the Rockets as Houston retains possession. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. The Rockets have gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second quarter. Westbrook passes to Capella. It's stolen by Davis. Here's James. Good work defensively by Capella.
Well, you know, stopping him is never easy to do, but the defense was strong there.
And when you look back on LeBron's first year in Los Angeles, Clark, how would you rate it?
Well, I think a mild disappointment, but remember now, before he got hurt, they were 4 or 5 games above 500, but the injuries, some other drama, really changes in the front office, instability led to a disappointing and frustrating season. Boy, you got to love that assist by LeBron.
And it's Westbrook with the ball. He brings it up for Houston. They trail by 6. The shot's good. Westbrook's got his first basket of the night.
like how confident Westbrook is close to the rim. Gets high off the ground and releases his shot quickly.
Down low. Shoots from 12. And Capella sends it back. And there's the call on James. That is his first foul of the game. Quarter two, and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Westbrook finds Capella over Howard. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That's on Dwight Howard.
And, you know, you look at the way Clint Capella's offensive role has expanded the last few years. He's great in the pick and roll as an option at the top of the key, and he's actually seeing more and more touches as a finisher at the rim. The next step in his development being a back-to-the-basket scorer.
And with Capella, Clark, the numbers don't lie. He is a big factor on offense now.
Yeah, I agree with you guys. I mean, his hands have gotten better. That's not something you can always see in a big guy, is improvement in his hands, but he's gotten better in catching and finishing. I love the way he moves and is always ready for the pass. He catches some tough stuff in traffic, and he gives you all of this at the offensive end with high-level defense, too.
Well, you knew after the Paul George trade that the Thunder would look to sell on Westbrook as well. Just part of the rebuild at this point. His agent did well to get him to a team looking to compete. A great fit for a player in this stage of Russ's career.
A platoon swap here for the Lakers. And he's good on the second.
And Russell Westbrook is as explosive a guard as we've seen in the history of the game. An incredibly gifted scorer who can also punch it on you.
Here's Dudley. Rebounded by Capella. Capella's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Gordon. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Gordon's got his first points of the game. Cook dishes to Cousins. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
You know, I really enjoy watching Cousins go to work deep inside. I mean, it feels like, to me, nobody can guard him down there.
Nene, right side. Westbrook surveying the D. 6 on the shot clock. Houston needs to get a shot. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. James Harden. He's checked in for P.J. Tucker. James Harden. Lakers leading by 3. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Cook kicks to Cousins. It's rebounded by Houston. Capella's got 5 rebounds tonight. Harden outside. From the arc. Out of bounds, the Lakers will take possession. Here's Cook. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a competitive matchup for the Lakers in the first quarter. They were on a nice little roll in that opening period as they got their lead up as high as 7. And now with the second half about to get underway, let's send you.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. A lot of different ways, Clark, to construct a roster. What would be your preference as a general manager? Any direction you might want to go?
Well, obviously, if you have an opportunity to get an outstanding franchise-type point guard or versatile wing player in today's game, I think those are the pieces that you really need to start with.
Because there's so much spacing and so much switching on defense.
Exactly, and I failed to mention a two-way player at that wing spot who can defend multiple positions but also has a pretty strong offensive skill set.
Checking out the group for Frank Vogel to start the second half. Jared Dudley out there with Caldwell Pope. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins. Then there's Avery Bradley. And it's Cook in at the point guard. Caldwell Pope with it. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And he comes up with the deuce. And the Lakers lead by 5.
And, you know, even when the defense is on him and Cousins is well guarded, he still gets it done. Excellent footwork, good hands and strength, and he stays focused when he's in the paint near the rim.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Somebody you can count on. He is an extremely reliable finisher.
And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. Lakers shooting their 3rd free throw attempt of the game.
And looking at last season's numbers, down below 70% as a team from the line.
And he shows the focus there, nails the technical.
A sharp shooter with a quick trigger release, Caldwell Pope is known for being an efficient scorer.
James, the pass to Davis. Here's Howard, and there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time. Howard's got his 3rd basket of the night right there. And we're just about a minute and a half into the 3rd quarter of basketball.
And, you know, quite a bit of turnover for the Lakers in recent years, guys, from the front office to the coaching staff. I think it's always important for an organization to have a common voice to speak in stereo and have everybody in proper alignment from the top down to the court.
And it's Westbrook missing. Los Angeles leading by 6. Here's Kuzma, and the layup's good off the glass. Kuzma's got 6 points.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And, you know, you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Now a timeout called by Houston. And as the Lakers have looked to fill positions, Clark, a real affinity for candidates with the Lakers history.
Yeah, you know, that's exactly right. They view it as a family, but here recently, they've expanded their options and have looked outside of past Laker pedigree in terms of filling some key spots, which is part of what you have to do if you're going to move forward and be successful.
Houston with a big group substitution here. Hartenstein, he's checked in for Capella. Nene comes in for Chandler. Green, he's checked in for Gordon. And it's P.J. Tucker in for Russell Westbrook. LeBron against Harden. Launches it. Unable to get that one. And it's the Lakers the other way. Here's LeBron, and James throws it down.
Tell you what, even though he's a little older now, James still a force in transition.
Rockets trail by 10. To the middle. Here's Hartenstein. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Hartenstein's got his first 2 points of the night. Lakers have gone 5 of 7 from the field in the 3rd quarter. Let's see if they can keep it up. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. On the trade for Anthony Davis, a risk for the Lakers, but they feel, Greg, that both sides will find an extension this offseason.
There is mutual interest from both sides. Lakers made the trade confident Davis would resign. A bit of a leap of faith, but the Lakers did everything they could to secure Davis long term.
Green finds Harden over LeBron. Green with the rebound.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Los Angeles shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game. Free throw good, Davis. Well, it was speculated all of last season and shortly after the finals ended that Anthony Davis had his wish fulfilled by getting traded to the Lakers.
And Davis and LeBron make as scary a duo as you can think of in the NBA. Missed out on some of the other marquee free agents, but AD will get a plethora of looks playing alongside LeBron.
And, you know, the unselfish attitude Harden has helps his team. Awesome at moving the ball.
The Rockets shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
At the line for 2.
And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul, seeing if that was the right call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on. Every time out, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
And I agree. I think there's going to be a new wrinkle in their game plan when they come out of this timeout.
Chandler, who's checked in for the Rockets. Westbrook comes in for James Harden. And the Lakers call time here.
Well, you know, for so long, Mike D'Antoni has been a vanguard on NBA offense. His teams have always played great offense, moving, spacing, dynamic players. Defense has not been at the level of offense, but I think he's actually improved as a coach in that area as well.
Here are the top distributors from last season. These guys always seem to find the open man. Russell Westbrook, number 1.
And it was the kind of season that he'd like to repeat over and over. Nobody was better at creating easy baskets for their teammates.
Timeout called the Lakers.
A chance to see some stats for Cousins. He's coming off an excellent season. He was around 16 points per last year, 8 rebounds and 3 assists. And you can't downplay the importance of good size off the bench.
Space invader, a big guy who simply holds his ground and makes opponents work around him. That's good stuff.
Timeout called the Rockets.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
And, you know, I think he's going to tell them simply, we have to show more fight on the interior. That's the top priority right now.
And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles.
And let's take a look now at Russell Westbrook's numbers. He's coming off an excellent season. 1st in assists, 4th in steals, and he also finished the season in the top 10 in rebounding. It's just a terrific year on the glass.
And dropping a lot of dimes. He led the league in assists because he's the ultimate competitor, an absolute magician with the basketball. Outside, Green. Pass to Chandler. Doubled by Howard. Chandler finds Westbrook. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that, that's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there, Greg.
And Russell Westbrook drops them both. 3rd quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. James in the post, guarded by Tucker. James looking around. Shot clock at 5 on the wing. Davis fires the 3. It's rebounded by Hartenstein. In the corner, it's Westbrook over Green. Misses there. And so it's Los Angeles, bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. And against what? And now we take a look back to Mike D'Antoni talking to his.
We got to move the ball. We got to spread it.
4th quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. And it's Westbrook with the ball. He brings it up for the Houston Rockets. 7-point differential. Chandler out there with Hartenstein. Then there's Russell Westbrook. Then it's P.J. Tucker. And it's Green in at the 3, the small forward. That's the 5 for Houston right now.
Well, it's no secret that the Rockets are looking to take threes as often as possible. Over 45 a game last year.
Well, you think about the Rockets, and clearly they're the forerunners of the analytics application in how they play. Well over half their shots last season from three-point range, broke their own record last year in three-point attempts.
And the Rockets making a change here. Harden's checked in.
Davis is really the total package, a mobile, sharp-shooting big guy who can score from everywhere.
Harden inside the three-point line. The shot, no good. Great D that time from Green.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Guys, that's been the key to their lead. I mean, simply put, the effort they've displayed on the glass has been the difference.
It seems like they found their rhythm offensively, and they're shooting the ball much better out of the break.
Hey, I don't know if it was changing baskets or what, guys, but they clearly look a lot better offensively.
Now a timeout called by Houston. And LeBron James, Clark climbing the all-time scoring list, last season passing Michael Jordan. This season, Kobe Bryant. Clark, any chance LeBron someday passes another Laker great, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, for the most career points in NBA history?
I think it's simply a matter of his health, because if he stays healthy, then it's not if, but when. By the time his contract runs out, guys, in 2022, he'll be right in that neighborhood of my all-time favorite player, and I think the greatest player to play, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Chandler. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Gerald Green. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, over that last break, I listened to Mike D'Antoni talk to his team. He was not pleased. He said, you guys look dead out there. Told them they've got to play with more activity. And then he said, this is not going to cut it. I have to see who's going to step it up. Guys,
just so resourceful as a player. Davis gets the job done inside in all sorts of ways, and that's one of them right there, crashing the offensive glass, getting that second chance bucket.
Harden way outside. Another miss by Harden.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
The offensive rebound. James, that's a two-pointer. Lets it go with a 3. The Lakers rebound.
And they get it back again. I mean, how many rebounds offensively have they had? Everything's going right for them today.
And that's out of bounds. The Lakers will retain possession.
Out of bounds. Lakers ball.
Clark, do you ever think we'll see a player coach in the NBA again?
I don't think so, Kevin. The role is just so demanding. You know, it requires so much, and there's so much scrutiny now. I don't think you can effectively play and coach in this day and age. No, I don't think you'll see it happen.
Last one we saw was Dave Cowens back in the late 70s, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's right. That's a long time ago, man.
With the Boston Celtics.
Yep.
Whether he's attacking the basket or squaring up from long range, Westbrook is always dangerous.
James, left side. Shoots over Tucker. Here's Davis. Kicks it to Howard. Second shot opportunity. That's in there. Davis with the assist. Davis has got his 3rd assist on the night.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Lakers.
And they're fully in control now, but there were some tense moments, I thought, for them throughout this game.
Listen, they certainly weren't coasting despite what the score looks like. I love the way they came together, though, whenever things started to look a little dire and really put the hammer down.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And they'll take the win tonight, setting the tone in the first matchup of this 4-game season series.
And it will be a fight, Greg. When you see an opponent that many times, it's inevitable that those games take on a little extra added meaning for the players.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Davis.
An unbelievable scoring performance. He absolutely took over and never let up.
Tucker the pass to Hartenstein. Second chance shot, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two.
Shooting for Houston, Hartenstein.
And he makes the first. So he gets them both. And here's James. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. They've only given up 5 points here in the fourth quarter.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
From deep three-point range, that shot no good. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time, GA, this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance to lift their team up at the finish.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. So long.